Why YouTube. What's the big old deal, man? It's your favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy. We back with another one. Hey, man, listen. This one right here, man, is serious, man. Lil U just said something that got the whole internet, you know what I'm saying, talking, right? He basically confirmed if you beef with Big U, it don't expire. You see what I'm saying? It don't fade. You know what I'm saying? If you beef with Big U, it's forever. You see what I'm saying? And that kind of penetrates something a little different because, you know what I'm saying? Is that loyalty? Is that street code? Like, what is that? You see what I'm saying? He finna break it down in this video. Shout out to Damon Porter for the content. But yeah, man, we finna get into it. But before we get into it, man, we gotta play a little clip. Y'all know I do my clips. Yeah, this penetrated something though, right? But this is something from 600. Let's get to it.
All these Crips had when Nipsey couldn't even shoot a video in the hood. Yeah, nigga, Big U pulled up and told that nigga, you ain't shooting nothing in the hood, nigga. Take that shit somewhere else.
So, you know, it's a lot of people that get out here, man, and be like, yeah, nah, man, Big U, nigga, love Nip. Nigga, what? He supported Nip. But as, you know, it's time of demise, man, we starting to hear like, yeah, you know, that wasn't no love, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you telling somebody that come from the same hood you come from, what he can and can't do in the hood, that's not no love, partner. See what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all misconstrue, you know what I'm saying? Yo, oh, my hood love you. My hood love me. Okay, but for what though? What do they love you for? Is the biggest question. A lot of y'all don't even know what your homies love you for. You see what I'm saying? And 9 out of 10 is predicated off of being violent. You see what I'm saying? You're not loved for going to high school and getting a high school diploma. Everybody don't got one. You see what I'm saying? Why would they be happy for you that you graduating and they didn't? This is cold game, man. I'm sitting back and I'm like, dang, man, you know, it's a lot of souls out here, man, that really believe that, you know, this love in the streets is real. You see what I'm saying? But let me tell y'all something though, right? The streets can't heal no broken heart. And the streets definitely can't heal no broken home. So while a lot of y'all out there looking for your daddy in them streets, don't think you finna get some love that's finna come with it. Let's go.
Niggas ain't do nothing. Y'all seen where was all these Crips at when Nipsey couldn't even shoot a video in the hood? Yeah, nigga, Big U pulled up and told that nigga, you ain't shooting nothing in the hood, nigga. Take that shit somewhere else. Niggas ain't do nothing. Y'all seen when Tupac in 1992, the Malcolm X speech, he was like, I take all this lightly. Nip, take all this lightly. Where was all you niggas at when niggas ran up in his shop, beat him up in front of his family? 6, 7, 8 years later, niggas go up there and kill him at the same shop. Where was all these fake ass Nipsey supporter fan homies at, nigga? That nigga had a bodyguard from Grape Street. We don't even get along with Grape Street. That nigga didn't fuck with none of you niggas. Now you niggas is all over here short for rest in peace, Nip. Bro, that nigga didn't fuck with you niggas. Bro, you niggas is clowns, my nigga busters.
Woo! Boy, I tell you. Yeah, 600 got some sides on it, but boy, listen. All it, you know who are some of the most dangerous animals? Hyenas and wild dogs. Not because they're big, because they hunt in packs. Wild dogs is the most ruthless animal predators that you ever want to come in contact with, because all it takes is about 8 or 9 of them. All of them. They going for the jug. They getting that turkey neck. You see what I'm saying? Wild dogs are, you put about 10 or 15 of them on one lion, that lion is done. I don't care how much of a king of you is of the jungle. Get 10 or 15 of them and it's over. See, we got to be careful, man, because, you know, these little youngsters out here, they run around in packs too. You see what I'm saying? And one thing they can't take, because they not eating healthy. They're not eating a lot of protein. They don't whip it. They hitting that nitrogen gas and all that shit, man. And these little niggas is packing shit out. So y'all better be careful. And 600 said, man, you niggas is busters. Oh, man, let me run that back. He popping it, though. Let's go.
when Nipsey couldn't even shoot a video in the hood? Where was all these Crips at when Nipsey couldn't even shoot a video in the hood? Yeah, nigga, Big U pulled up and told that nigga, you ain't shooting nothing in the hood, nigga. Take that shit somewhere else. Niggas ain't do nothing. Y'all seen when Tupac in 1992, the Malcolm X speech, he was like, I take all this lightly. Nip, take all this lightly. Where was all you niggas at when niggas ran up in his shop, beat him up in front of his family?
That's another thing, man. You know, you beat me up in front of my family. That's the ultimate disrespect. But anyway, man, enough of 600, man. I see you, man. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. Damon Porter, you up? Let's go.
Sheesh, didn't have the microphone on. My bad. Welcome to another episode, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. This is Bananas Wild Work we're about to get into here. Lil U, Big U's son, is attacking Nipsey Hussle, essentially claiming that he's a chomo. These dudes apparently have a lot of hatred for Nipsey Hussle. He also attacks Whack 100. Man, watch this. Let's get into it. Let's just get right into it.
Whack 100. Rest in peace to homie. You just admitted the trumped up charges and she got dismissed in 2 days. She didn't want to admit to her mom she was a flip. She's an underage girl with the homies. For sure, y'all that Nip.
Man, at this point, hating on Nipsey Hussle gotta be in the Henley genetics. Like father, like son, it don't matter who it is. Big U, Lil U, Baby U, Infant U. It's like when Nipsey's name get brought up, they just can't pay their respects and move on. They always gotta throw some type of dirt on his name.
He wasn't my equal. Him nor his brother was my equal at that time or any other time. You know what I'm saying?
Big U and his family really feel like they Crenshaw royalty, like anything self-centered.
All right, man. What y'all think about that, chat? What that's a power trip, bro. You smelling what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Nipsey wasn't his equal. Nipsey never compared himself to Big U. Never compared himself to Big U. See, Nip had the fame, but Big U had the muscle. You see what I'm saying? And one thing that you can't take about reality is the streets not gonna lie. Yeah, you know, when you got the the muscle, you gotta be violent, you gotta be ruthless, you have to install fear in people. That's the only way you can conquer something is through fear in the streets. Because this ain't the 60s and the 50s. This ain't no Martin Luther King, I had a dream type of, revolution. Ones and twos had to be demonstrated. You know what I'm saying? And some of this right here. If you want to conquer a neighborhood, you want to be a leader in a neighborhood, you have to have the ultimate poise of being violent. And how do you do that? Is by installing fear in people. So what Big U accomplished, he achieved through violence. He achieved through fear. What Nipsey Hussle created was through inspiring, through motivation, dedication. You see what I'm saying? Inspiration. And, by action. So it's the levels of leadership is different. One got it through violence and installing fear, and one got it through hustling, inspiring, and leading by example. So it's the yin and the yang. And you got to understand, man, Big U saying Nipsey Hussle wasn't my equal. Not at all. Not at all. Nipsey Hussle worked for everything that he got. He hustled for it. You see what I'm saying? And he built his own empire. So it's a big difference. Big U, he had to put in work. He had to become a ruthless, violent, vicious person. Make no doubt about it. That's what it is in the streets. In order to be recognized and to sustain a name that your mama didn't give you, and the respect, you get it through violence. Nobody gets no name and just be out there just a nice person. Nobody like no nice ass nigga in the streets. That shit'll get you killed. So in order to survive in them streets, you got to be willing to commit violence, and you got to be willing to commit the ultimate crime, and that's to take a life at any cost. You see what I'm saying? Big U got that. You see what I'm saying? He did that. He was known for allegedly knocking out everybody who came in his way. You see what I'm saying? I can't speak on, unalives and all that. I don't know that. The stories, superseded him. Like, we heard of Big U before he came home. You see what I'm saying? The ones that, he had a name. So, yeah, I could get that, but I don't think Nipsey Hussle intentions to ever compare himself to a Big U. If anything, man, the goal is never to be like, the top dog. You see what I'm saying? It's to be your own man. You see what I'm saying? But y'all know how this shit go. Never try to outshine the master. Let's go.
Oh, they're entitled to. Because if you got something they want, you better give it to them, because they're going to take it anyways. The easy way or the hard way. Pause.
No, bro. No, bro. The no jumper store, meaning this. Big U's son came to the no jumper store, right? And he said, give me free shirts. Adam told me I could get free shirts. The white boy, Hurley, said, no, I can't give you no free shirts, bro. Like, nah, that's not how that works. Big U's son then took all the shirts from off the rack, well, a lot of shirts from off the rack, walked out the store and said, I'll be back. He came back the next day looking for the white boy to violate the white boy because the white boy ain't let him take shirts. And then he took more shirts and walked out without paying.
R.I.P. Baby U, but I heard he was wild like that. And the way they did Brisk Breezy was diabolical. Remember when Big U hit him with the 500 donations of shoes up front to developing options?
This young man just gave about 500 pair of t-shirts. And he's about to give out another 500 pair of t-shirts.
Man, while Big U was allegedly hitting him with the developing options friendly extortion, Big U said, when you a rich nigga, I'm on you. And those Pyrus can't do nothing for you. Oh, these gangs ain't loyal. Because allegedly, when his son needed money, he robbed Chris Brown too. Nah, this is diabolical. That's like letting Bronny James and LeBron James score on you back to back.
But I have my own feelings about him because of certain situations that happened that I had nothing to do with. Like, I remember Chris Brown got robbed and my name was thrown in the mix. Yeah, my name was thrown in the mix. And my dad had called me like, yeah, such and such told Wack 100 and Wack 100 told me that you robbed Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that to where I'm like, man, what? So naturally anybody be like, man, Wack 100.
Man, at first I thought Lil U might be the level-headed one. He might be the one that got common sense. He might be the smart one. Until he broke down Nips and Big U's relationship. I said, oh, nah. All the U's is a little slow. And they all act like they got love for Nipsey. But the hatred be so strong, they can't even hide it.
It's just and then I wasn't never there for when my dad got into a Nip. Do I think that my dad had smoke with Nip afterwards? To keep it real with you, to keep it a band with you, I don't think that nobody ever completely goes back to being how it used to be.
I can say some fuck today or tomorrow. I'll do what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let it go. I'm not no.
Dang, see what I'm saying, man? All these old clips come up. You know what I'm saying? But y'all gotta understand. Ain't no doubt about it. It can't be all love and no hate, man. Y'all gotta understand something. He just said, nigga, you beef with him. It ain't no letting it go. You challenged him. You see what I'm saying? He is an authority figure to certain people in certain communities, and you challenge him. He confirmed, nigga, he ain't letting that go. Nigga, it's up. If it's up there, it's stuck there. You see what I'm saying? But you know how that, and this is really what it is. A lot of people don't like to speak on this, but check this out though, right? You know how some of y'all you squabble with your homies, y'all be funking with your homies. You funk with your homies all the time, right? But this the thing. Bet nobody else jump out their body and try to come for them. I'm gonna protect them. But I don't like him though. You see what I'm saying? That's how it's always been, how it's always gonna be. A lot of times in most communities, certain people don't even like their own homeboys. But by the code is, if we out in public and somebody over there jumping a homie, I gotta jump in because we honor the same flag. We honor the same community, the same code. So despite I can't stand him, I dislike him, or F that, bylaws tell you that you, nigga, that's the homie, nigga. How many times y'all seen homies get slapped up, you know what I'm saying, kicked in the butt or threw in the trash can, pick up his drawers and do a wedgie on them, and you see all of this. Disrespect them blatantly in front of all the homies. But if y'all go to a carnival or, you know, a boardwalk or a party or something, and he get into it with somebody, y'all go engage with that. That's still a homie. Like, yeah, nigga, we could beat that nigga up and dog him out, but can't nobody else do it. It's always been like that. That's why I say, is it love though? You see what I'm saying? The moment somebody put their hands and feet on you, and just say, for instance, you get slapped by one of your home. What if your homie, if you got a homie just stood up, bang, smack you? Are you still from that neighborhood? Nobody did nothing to him for doing that to you. Is you still from that? I don't know. I don't know how this shit just popped out, but somebody like, shit, dude, that shit happen. If that happened to y'all, sir, you need to walk away. Today is the day you wake up and say, oh, nah, fuck that shit, man. I remember that shit happened back in 72, man. I ain't never like that nigga. Yeah, nigga, that none of you niggas did nothing about it. That's your answer right there. That's your answer right there. That lets you know what you mean to your community. Let's go. Damn, man, that probably happened to some of you.
Wait till I turn the other cheek. Still down, man. It might hit me in the other one if I turn the other cheek. If I turn this one, might slap me if I turn the muscle. Hell no.
My dad is like the kind of guy that's like, he knows how to separate his when he wants to. He knows how to separate how he feel personally about somebody from how I'm going to be with them publicly. You know what I'm saying? So he might be like, man, I don't know if I really like this. But when we walk outside, we are from the same tribe. And no nigga better not say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how my dad is. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, my dad never shied away from being who he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, my dad's like a normal person. He might have a day where he just might be like, man, I don't really like how that played out from there.
He said nobody ever goes back. Nah, I'm cool with all my big homies. We good. I think it's just Big U and Nipsey. But Lil U continues to defend his pops. He says, as a matter of fact, he said, how could Big U ever do something like that to Nipsey when he made a case go away early in his career?
My shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to push it back. It was gonna come out this summer, man. I'm gonna push it back to the top of next year.
Do you want to speak on that incident?
I mean, shit, it was a false charge. They charged the nigga with some bogus charges, homie. You know what I'm saying? The spot got raided. There was pictures of us on you know what I'm saying, on a photo camera with a burner, tucking the hood up with a female that come to find out was an underage female. You know what I'm saying? That had a thong going. I was making suggestions that was in positions that looked like she was doing something. You know what I'm saying? And the bitch just came to trumped up charges because she ain't want to admit to her mom she was a flat. I'm hood, but
so that's the type of shit where you're like, this just admitted that this girl was a flip, that she was underage. Rest in peace to homie. You just admitted the trumped up charges and shit got dismissed in 2 days. She didn't want to admit to her mom she was a flip. She's an underage girl with the homies. For sure, y'all that Nip.
No, sir. See what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Come on, gang. No, sir. God, do y'all see how this game is? Bro, let me tell y'all something. Everybody, if it's a lot of homies, and everybody don't have that thirst little shit. If niggas is running a train on a broad and shit, that don't mean that Nip did it. He ain't gonna say now. That don't mean that Nip participated in that, bro. Back in those days, man, you know what's crazy? Today's day, That girl could go to a police station. She could have been willing and wanted to, but because she went and told her mom and that shit, you're underage, and all them dudes going to jail. You see what I'm saying? But y'all want to talk? Let's talk about all them old school niggas back in the day that was pulling up to them high schools, picking up them high school girls. You see what I'm saying? And she hanging out with 3 of them dudes. Man, I know a lot of them dudes, you know what I'm saying, that was out there picking up them girls. You know what I'm saying? That's still walking in the street. These girls were 14, 15 years old. You see what I'm saying? But just to look at this shit, bro, that Nip did not confirm that he flipped her. You like, oh, for sure y'all flipped her because some of y'all thirsty homies was in there flipping her. Nah, that ain't the case, bro. Nip never admitted that. See, that we got to listen to detail. Detail is so important. You know, Lil U just said that Nipsey Hussle allegedly flipped an underage girl. He never said that. He never said that. And you see how it ties in because maybe some of them other niggas was in there flipping her. He probably in there smoking, just chilling with the homies while they get. Come on, bro. We can't do that, bro. We can't do that, man. These narratives could spin out there so fast. This how you know niggas didn't give a F about Nip, bro. Come on, bro. Nip did not admit to having with an underage, man. Let's go.
That's what flips are. How did the case go away though? I wonder if somebody that I know personally maybe helped the case go away. But that person is the one that got you killed though.
That don't even make sense. Why not? They only made it go away.
So you saying your father made the case go away? That's the insinuation there, of course. I understand that big.
If that gives more, not saying that he had anything, I don't believe, you know, he had anything to do with Nipsey Hussle's passing. But if somebody helped a case go away for you, then you outshine, you outgrow them, and then you're not recipient to you know what that person need when they helped you when you the headers. That will create envy, jealousy, and creates chaos. Like nigga, I helped some. And look, that could have been planted on Nip, bro. You see what I'm saying? That will give you more reasons to wanna harm somebody because you did shit for him or made shit go away, and now you don't have no control over him because he got bigger than the program. But once again, I'm not saying that, you know, that Big U had anything to do with it.
Big U had a lot of power, has, whatever, allegedly, in his section. But he has that much power with the government, with the police, with the DA, that he can make a great charge go away, essentially, an SA charge. The woman was young. She was certainly a flip. Man, they weren't there reading the Bible with her. They was getting it in. And how did the charges go away? Like he just said. Well, he's implying that his father made the charges go away. I'm interested as to how his father had enough power to make those kind of charges go away.
But when you can make something like that go away, what did that say about the person who made it go away? That he didn't see nothing wrong with what happened. You see what I'm saying? Anybody that will make something like that go away is just as guilty. Just as guilty. You covered up something that was morally wrong. I want that to penetrate. Let's go.
Against a young Nipsey Hussle, not the Nipsey Hussle that we've all come to know before the fame.
So they could sign to a big label. And like his pops, he said his pops had nothing to gain from Nipsey if he died.
And Nip and my dad was on good terms. You know what I'm saying? When Nip passed away, they was cool. You know what I'm saying? And my dad don't benefit nothing from Nipsey Hussle demise. He don't benefit. There's nothing that he's going to get from that. You know what I'm saying?
Except that 10-year contract.
On that. So I signed him to it was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Bro. Crazy.
Hello. But
look, in this next clip, I know for sure the whole family.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. We sit back all the time, bro, and we a lot of G's all over, be like, man, y'all be talking too much on the internet, but we just be reacting to what content that's already out there, bro. I'm sitting here watching like, wow. 10 years, you get paid from all his hard work for 10 years. That's a decade. That's a decade. You understand what that means? Is that fair business? You supposed to be my homie. You want to take from me for 10 years? Just 10. 10. What am I getting out of, you taking this, you getting this money from me for 10 years? What, protection? From my hood that's supposed to protect me regardless? Like what benefited him? I'm trying to understand. I'm just, damn. So that just tells me, make no doubt about it. I know a lot of you YNs out there feel like y'all tough and ain't nobody gonna touch you, and you out there, nigga, in your neighborhood, and you doing all this crazy wild stuff and shooting these music videos and all that shit, and you blow up. Don't think you get to come over here and you just signed a $3 million deal and you ain't gonna have to kick nothing down to the top niggas that run that community. Yeah, niggas gonna want something from you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, $3 million, nigga. Yeah, they don't care about your bills and what your mama got to get paid. You got to get yourself situated. Half this money go into your project so you can make the record label their money back plus interest so you can keep on doing business, because a record deal ain't nothing but a music loan. It's a music loan. It's like going to a bank, getting a loan for $50 to $60 to $100,000. And then you got to pay that back with interest. Most street dudes ain't never had that type of money before. So what they do is they go ahead, they get that money, they go get their jewelry, they go get their car, they go buy all this crazy clothes and outfits to obtain an image. You know what I'm saying? And probably go get them a townhouse and some house, or buy their mama a car, jewelry, and dad a new truck. By the time it's come down for the project didn't sell. Now you in debt $3 million. So now any music that you making in the studio that's bangers, they don't want to invest in it because you still owe them money. You got to figure out a way to go do some shows to get them their money back. And if not, then your music could never come out because they own the rights to your name. Why you think a lot of these artists that came out back in the day, they ain't been putting out music since? Every other 8 years, they might let you drop a single if it's good enough. It ain't nothing but a bank loan. That's all a record deal is. Everybody but you want them to push your music and all that shit. Come on, bro. But for Big U to take money for a decade, that's man, that's a cold deal.
2019. Crazy. There's nothing that he's going to get from that. You know what I'm saying?
Except that 10-year contract.
On that. So I signed into it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But
look, in this next clip, I know for sure the whole family don't like Nip.
What year did Nipsey Hussle die again? Somebody put it in the chat. What year did Nipsey Hussle die? Appreciate the super sticker. What year did Nipsey Hussle die? Appreciate it, David. I believe Nip died 2019. He was getting too big. He'd already bought a plaza. That Nipsey Hussle did not die because he called somebody a snitch, bro. He did not die because he called somebody a snitch. When Eric Holder got his ass kicked, beat up a week prior before Nipsey Hussle died. He got too big, too powerful. People all over the world. It can only be one king of the jungle.
The way Lil U made Nipsey guilty of the case that...
The hell was that? Hello, what you so happy about? Ended in 2019. Isn't that when Nipsey was killed?
went away. Oh my God, this is crazy.
And here's man right here. I didn't even know this interview, but I know more than what they know.
Yeah.
How you think this went away?
Yeah. Yeah.
The nigga just said she was a flip. Now this is a young Nip. This not the marathon hustle Nip.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that is that's still a young man that if he looked back at that, he'd be like, ooh, I wouldn't even say that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I wouldn't even say that. That's admitting to it without admitting to it because we all know what flips are. What are flips? They're the bitches that get by all the homies.
Yeah.
He never admitted. He said he was in the house with the homies who was, and a young girl was in there with you know, improper clothing on. And, you know, they put a bogus charge on him because he was in the same room. I mean, you know, whatever that shit is. He never implied that he took action in that. You see what I'm saying? You got 12 niggas inside that room and shit. She's scared and all that shit. They go just assume. Man, come on, bro. You got to be detailed, man. That ain't how the game work. Let's go.
You can't call her a flip and say she was in the thong, but then say you didn't do nothing with her. You know y'all did something with that little ass girl. She was a flip.
Wait, you can't call a girl a flip. So we call a girl a hoe because she dancing in the living room. That mean we did something with her? Come on, bro. Man, I see between the lines, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see through limo 10. You can't imply that he specifically said that they tried to accuse him of that situation. That's crazy.
Right. You know you did. You wasn't marathon Nip to where you got all this to lose. It's 2007.
Yeah.
You participated in activities with their homies. You know, okay, cool. Somebody did something to make that shit go away though, P. Now,
so wait a minute. How did you get police documents? How do you make that go away if charges was already filed or charged? How do you make something like that if it was already a arrest or a charge or whatever? How do you go to the police station and say, hey, delete that? But it's the thing. How do you make something like that go away? This is young Nip. He didn't have no record deal. He didn't have no fame. He was still an equal to everybody. He was nobody. Why would you make that go away for somebody? Wait a minute. When did Big U get out of jail? If somebody in the chat know, when did Big U get out of jail? $2,000. Did he get out? I don't know. That's just crazy. I mean, what purpose do it serve to even help somebody of that? You know what I'm saying? It don't add up, but you know, let's go.
that's beyond my pay grade. But this is what I mean by 10 years later, this man will kill this man. Make it make sense. This man, I couldn't even get a lawyer from my daddy around that time. But this would make sure that that case went away for this, though. For this to turn around 4 years later and fire him. So yeah, them have beef. Yeah, them niggas, yeah. Yeah.
Man, 4 years later is a long time. How many years?
Yeah, it's a long time. I thought you said that they didn't have beef, that they were cool. Just said that, unless he means, trying to get him away out here, that they had beef after he fired his dad, after Nip fired Big U.
Man, let me just say some real shit, man. Let me tell y'all something, bro. When you get yourself successful, you grind, you spend all night and day. When you out there practicing on that jump shot, and ain't nobody coming around, and then when you finally make it, and everybody got their hands out because they said they knew, where was y'all at? Where was y'all at? This don't even add up. 4 years later, what is he getting from just keep you just collecting a check? So what? He's in debt for the rest of his life? That's extortion. What? Come on, bro. How y'all justify that? How do you be cool with taking money from somebody who then damn nigga paid you? Man, come on, man. No managerial experience, nothing. You just got rich off of a nigga that had talent. All right, hey, this is business. It's nothing personal. It's business. What am I benefiting from having you on the payroll? You collecting a check, and I'm out here busting my ass. I'm not no prostitute. Like, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy. But I heard he said I couldn't even get my dad to give me a lawyer. But you make this go away for this nigga? You can see some kind of like, damn, nigga, I'm your son. You know, so yeah, man, that's crazy work, man. That's crazy work. But I ain't never knew a nigga that came out and said, yeah, I'm a hater. Yeah, nigga, I be hating them. Yeah, hey, anybody a hater in the room? Hell yeah, nigga, hey, nigga, I like to hate, nigga. Hey, nigga, my daddy was a hater. My granddaddy was a hater. His daddy was a hater. Yeah, nigga, it's hating all in my blood, nigga. You understand? I ain't never known nobody come out there, man, and be like, yeah, nigga, I'm a hater for real. You would never hear a hater admit that they're a hater, or somebody who have envy or jealousy inside their heart. You know, envy and jealousy had a baby, and that's where the hate came in. That's when they had that baby called hate. Let me tell y'all something, man. You got to be taught that shit. You're taught that. You're taught to hate. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yes, 4 years later, after he got on, came up, whatever, I guess it's the scenarios, the narrative, that he ended up firing Big U. So yeah, there was beef. Yeah, he was hot. But I guess at the time of his death, there was no beef. They were cool.
You think he owe y'all? I knew Lil U was off when he started justifying his father's actions. He was like, it's just a little extortion. It ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Adrian Bronner broke on these for $10 million. They called Big U to get their money back. Big U tried to help them get their money back. Where's the crime in that?
Where's the crime in that?
The crime is collecting hundreds of thousands to do it. Lil U said just because he hung around a bunch of extortionists don't mean his daddy was one. My daddy innocent.
Like loose. That's like loose cannon. Like that's like me being Khalifa, me pushing Dean, but then I with a who like to rob rappers. You know what I'm saying? Then like I'm calling him nephew and shit like that, and then I'm kicking it with him, and then his get online like, yeah, you know, I was with Lil U, and then, you know, I said I left Lil U, man. I went to go do my thing. I went and robbed the for his chain. Then nigga, I went back and kicked it with Lil U in the studio with Gunna, you know what I'm saying? And we laughed about it, and then Lil U, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm looking like I sent the because I'm Lil U, and that makes sense for who the person that I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That I set up the robbery when I don't even have nothing to do with it. I don't even know about this. But this on social media talking about some, yeah, nigga, Lil U was at the studio when I pulled up. They like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Lil U has something to do with that. Like, what? Just because I hanged out with them, I know them.
I mean, yeah, you hung out with him, you know him, and you the leader. You guilty. But nah, let me know what you guys think though. Am I tripping? Does Big U family actually got love for Nip? Maybe I'm
love for him? I don't know. I can't tell. He said, rest in peace to homie. But you know. There you have it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I believe this is Toxic Media. Shout out to Toxic Media.
Today was supposed to be a clean moment in LA history. Crenshaw and Slauson, officially stamped as Nipsey Hussle Square, a victory lap for a legacy. But your exclusive footage shows that celebration energy turning into something else. Fast. Black Sam, Nipsey's brother, ends up in a heated argument with multiple dudes in the mix. And online, people are already labeling them Rollin' 60s. And look, I'm not here to play internet police. I'm here to read what the moment feels like. Because The clip is loud, tense, and it's happening at the exact place that's supposed to represent unity. So the question becomes, if this is Nipsey's day, why does it look like a power struggle? And why does it always seem like the parking lot and that whole area turns into a stage for drama the second cameras show up? Stay with me, because I'm going to break this down in a way most people.
You know, when I sit back and I look at this, I just seen Big U said Nipsey is not his equal. Right? Do y'all think Big U will have that many people around the world to come support a street, Nipsey Hussle Square? I wonder if Big U was out right now, knowing all those people, do you think that he could have stopped the city from giving Nipsey Hussle? They name us, they don't call it Crenshaw and Slauson no more. They call it the Nipsey Hussle Square. Now, in the streets, we said ain't nobody bigger than the program. Well, somebody got to be. Somebody done lied. Somebody done said that to humble everybody to keep your ass in line. If that's not bigger than the program, then what is? It got to be somebody at the top. Everybody can't be an equal. You see what I'm saying? How do y'all think Big U would feel to know they named us? They changed that community for the rest of his life. His name, there's no more street Crenshaw. It's the Nipsey Hussle Square. To remind people, he beat the game. He beat the odds. You can't say nobody ain't bigger than the program. Yes, it is. He was bigger than the program. This is the proof. Who's the dictate to say he's not? Who's the argue to say he's not? How? Somebody would have to supersede what he accomplished. I ain't talking about putting your billboard of your hood name up there, your rap. How was he not bigger than the program? This is the state of California. The city came out, named a section. So when people drive down Crenshaw and Slauson, where it used to say Crenshaw and Slauson District, the Crenshaw and Slauson District is now called the Nipsey Hussle Square. I'm sitting here thinking, how much bigger do you have to be? What else do you got to do? He's already the number one. He was Grammy nominated. So I'm saying he still owned property like Monopoly. Is there anybody over there who has more money in a portfolio than him? That has more prime real estate property than him? Big U said that Nipsey Hussle is not his equal. Compared to what? This is not to distinguish who's bigger, who's better, but this is just something that the people didn't spoke. You know what I'm saying? Big U in his own right have accomplished a lot. And you know what? It was through fear. It was through violence. And that's what you have to be a leader. In order to be a leader of a section, a community, or a gang, you have to install fear in anyone who challenges you. And not just by just punching them up and helping them grab a hand and lifting them up. You got to be violent. You know, we once heard Big U say he socked somebody's eye socket out his eye. You would have to hit somebody so hard. You would have, your intentions would be to unalive that person. To hit somebody that hard. See what I'm saying? To demonstrate, you had to be a very violent person. That's the only way you make your name in the streets is through violence. You know, I still don't believe everybody is happy for Nip around that community, because it can't be all love and no hate. Somebody gotta hate the fact that they felt like they was a better fighter than him, and they should be the one acknowledged because you were more violent than Nip. You was more ruthless than Nip. You should be the one getting all of the gratitude. And, you know, if that's the only thing you can contribute to this world, bro, what kind of human are you? You see what I'm saying? Just imagine somebody wake up every day and the only acknowledgement that you can receive from people is through your violence. Like, you can't be nothing else but ruthless. But you want people to love the fact that your darkness is supposed to be greater than authenticity. You know what I'm saying? Your wisdom. Like, our communities is so negative, bro. And I'm talking about not just California, Chicago, New York. It's negative. We acknowledge negativity. We don't acknowledge the young nigga who graduated from high school, who made it to college, and who's now in the NFL. We acknowledge the niggas who go to prison, come home for 3 years. We throw him a party. We get on these podcasts and free the homie, he a real one, he a real one. They say you ain't a real one till you kill one. That's my dog. Oh, he got his wings. He's going to heaven. You got to understand, we promote negativity every freaking day. But when you got somebody that want to speak the truth or say some real shit that y'all could feel through your soul, that could penetrate to your heart, he's the enemy. But the nigga that's out here knocking niggas out and putting them to sleep and all that shit, he's the good guy. That story it will never end. We look at each other by how much we can assault each other. Whoever could put hands on somebody and knock them out is the better man. But when it comes time to paying rent, paying that car note, paying them bills, shit, bitch, I don't got it. Shit, bitch, I've been out there fighting all day. Bitch, you better go find something. And don't you dare go slip and slip on a dick. Yeah, I'm gonna go kill that nigga. Yeah, nigga. You know, this game is just backwards, bro. This shit is the Matrix. This shit is an illusion. I truly believe that you got to fantasize the life you want. You got to be so in tune with your star player where, you know, they say, and this is some real shit. We're going to get back to the content, right? You don't become a real man until you get into your 40s and your 50s. And when you become a man, that's your 40s. You know what I'm saying? That transition to your 50, that's when you are a man, because you make man decisions. You know, when you become a man, 30 and all that shit, oh man, I ain't talking about having a car, having a house, all that shit. Okay, those are essential things that you should already supposed to have. You can have that at 21. Shit, I had my own apartment in a Lexus coupe at 16 years old. You see what I'm saying? I was out here living, I've been living a certain type of lifestyle. That don't make you a man. When you become, and it's for the YNs that watch me, homie, your decision making is going to define what kind of man you are, because it's grown men out here who still make childish decisions, who still had that ideology, that you still would do the same shit you was doing at 20. If you're 40 years old and you still had that ideology of doing the shit that you did in your 20s, you done lost 20 years of your life. You see what I'm saying? There's no medical there's no life insurance. We don't, you know, it's funny how we could send a nigga on a mission to go knock somebody down, but we don't teach life insurance in our hoods. Do you know if your mama got to pay for your body when you lose your life in them streets? Why not let your mama go put life insurance on you? Go pull out $1 million policy. Hell, that might even make her a millionaire because you decide to throw your life away. let's flip the script. Yo mama get into it at work and shit, and she say, oh, baby, I'm finna go to jail. I'm finna go kill this bitch. You ain't finna let your mama go kill nothing. But now you didn't kill somebody and made the news. Now she got to cover her face and walk inside and clutch her purse. And Miss Williams' son admit the news he killed 4 people. Yeah, ma'am. Miss Williams, I know it's not your fault, but we believe you should take some time off. I know your son is all over the news. We just don't need that energy up in here. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Go ahead and get your ass up out of here. Bitch, you harvesting the killer. Yeah, he out on bail, ain't he? Yeah, I know. Anyway, man, let's get back to this content, man. I hope y'all really let this shit penetrate, bro. Because a lot of these niggas out here call themselves a man because you could beat somebody up and all that crazy shit. That don't make you a man. Let's go.
Won't. But I'm not telling you what I think the real trigger was yet, because once you hear it, the whole clip hits different. People who don't know LA see an intersection. People who do know LA see a symbol. Crenshaw and Slauson isn't just traffic lights. It's identity, it's history, it's reputation, it's a spotlight. And when a spotlight hits a corner like that, everybody wants to be seen next to it. Fans, cameras, bloggers, randoms, old faces, new faces. And the thing about that area, especially that parking lot vibe, is that it's not a quiet place where people just come to reflect. It's a place where people show up with energy, sometimes love, sometimes ego, and sometimes people come to test boundaries. So when the city makes it Nipsey Hussle Square, that's beautiful. But it also turns the whole block into a bigger target for attention. And attention is what brings the nonsense. Now, hold that thought, because this moment didn't happen in a vacuum. It happened in a weekend where the Marathon brand had pressure coming from another direction too. Here's what makes this clip feel heavier. The dedication for Nipsey Hussle Square happens. And then within about a day, you've got headlines out of Long Beach. An incident with gunfire near the Marathon Burger grand opening, and reports say multiple people were hit. And one later passed away. Authorities said it happened nearby, outside the event perimeter. So imagine the emotional whiplash. One day, you're honoring Nipsey publicly, in the heart of the city. The next day, the business connected to his legacy is tied to another chaotic story. And that's why people are watching Black Sam extra hard. Because he's not just Nipsey's brother. He's one of the main people left holding the keys to the marathon, the brand, the vision, the responsibility. So when you see him in a public argument on Nipsey Square Day, it's not just a clip, it's a message, whether anybody meant it to be or not. And the scariest part, in situations like this, the smallest disrespect can turn into the biggest headline. Now let's walk into the exclusive footage, slow, because the details matter. First thing you notice, it doesn't look like fun yelling. It looks like a boundary being drawn. You can feel it. Everybody's posture changes. There's that moment where people stop moving like a crowd and start moving like sides. And when that happens, it doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter if a sign just got unveiled. The moment becomes, who's in control right now? Now, online people are already trying to caption the clip like they were there, but I want you to pay attention to the tone, because this doesn't feel like strangers arguing. This feels like people who believe they're owed something, or people who believe they're responsible for something. And that's why I'm telling you, don't rush to the conclusion, because I've seen clips like this where the loud guy is actually the one trying to stop a bigger problem. And I've seen clips where the calm guy is the one playing chess. So here's the open question. Is Black Sam defending Nipsey's name, or is somebody challenging who gets to speak for Nipsey's name? Answer that, and the whole weekend starts to make sense.
Come on, man. Come on, cuz. Man, go get your son, man. Go get your son. Close the gate. Hold up.
Hey, who is that talking about? Give him a head up fade. This is Nipsey Hussle's celebration. The day he get honored by the city. Give him a head. That's the ultimate disrespect. If you got to fight, nigga, why you over there? Why you up there then? You know why? Nigga saying it's the hood. But guess where they at? They inside the plaza. They inside of Nipsey Hussle's prime real estate. It ain't no head up fade, nothing. You know, the hood is the hood, you know, but shit, man, that's just crazy, bro. Crazy. The fact that, you know, yeah, ignorant is bliss, man. It's sad that y'all can't even take a day to acknowledge this is history. This is somebody that come rooted from your community. This is somebody who accomplished what's never been done. This is somebody who beats the odds. You see what I'm saying? Nip didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? Well, we used to go to West LA College. I don't know if he, well, you know what? Because we went to Hamilton High School, right? And what we used to do is, you know, like our last year, like, you know, school, we was going up there. I don't even think he finished. Man, I don't even think he finished, to be honest with you. He left Hamilton, but this is the thing, right? We used to go to West LA College. You know what I'm saying? To go Mac on the bras and all that shit. I actually took a couple courses up there myself. But I don't know if Nip took some classes at West LA College, but we always used to run up to each other up there though. But yeah, man, it's just crazy, bro. Like, man, just the life, man. Just it was crazy. Who else went to Hampton High School? Omarion from B2K went there with us. Real story. His dad, like, yeah, I think Omarion is just a R&B singer. That nigga, he used to be at the table with us. You know what I'm saying? Program with us and all that shit. A lot of people came out of Hamilton High School. Megan Good went to Hamilton. It was a lot of, man, it's just a lot of people that came up out of Hamilton around that time, man. It's just crazy to see how everybody's lives turned out and all that good shit. The little actor dude, me and my cousin Skeeter, whatever, he had the TV show back, and it was just a lot, man. But just sitting back looking at this shit, bro, anybody that wanna stop, you couldn't stop his success. Like, yeah, talking about a head of fade. This is, you know how many celebrities that's out there right now? You know how many important, powerful people out there to acknowledge a nigga who was rooted from the same community, and you niggas want to take a small little problem or what's bigger than that? It's nothing a nigga could say that should sabotage or jeopardize his acknowledgement. That shit is just crazy work to me, homie. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know what's so cold? It could be a black man that's mopping the Chinese floor at a liquor store in the hood at the Chinese little man liquor store, and he's frowned upon. Look at this nigga, he mopping a little Asian man floor and all that shit. But the nigga who just came home from shooting a house up, you know what I'm saying, and did all that time, they like, oh, my nigga, free my nigga. It's drinks, cigarettes, and vagina, all that shit. He celebrated. But we won't go celebrate the black man who's staying out of trouble, who raising his kids, who's mopping that floor to make sure his baby mom got some food on that table some kids can eat and try to make it up out the hood. You see what I'm saying? I thought the goal was to make it out the hood. You see what I'm saying? I thought the goal was to beat the odds. Coming from this shit, born in this shit, you want to make it out of this shit. I've seen so many people through the course of time who didn't even live like this, who wanted to live like this. This shit is pure hell. Growing up like how we grew up and shit, like, you mean to tell me you niggas don't want to make it out this shit? You mean to tell me you don't want better for yourself? You don't want to move in a community where your kids don't got to worry about getting shot? I can't tell you how many times I didn't see children die right in front of me. One story that I always share with y'all on my platform is me walking through the alley in my hood, man, and I seen a dead baby wrapped up in a cardboard box. And I'm still traumatized to this day. And what people don't realize is that we suffer from untreated trauma. Untreated trauma is real, homie, because we was always taught to, you see a dead body, keep walking. You see somebody get killed, keep walking. Don't look back. Don't worry about that. Keep walking. You see what I'm saying? As time go on, yeah, trauma, man, is something that we all gotta recognize, that we gotta learn how to conquer. We gotta learn how to heal from that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because how are we, tell your children, ain't nobody go love them once they step outside that house. I don't care who, I don't care what type of lifestyle you got. Ain't nobody go love your kids outside your household the way you love them. They go dog them out. Yeah, your son can get it too in these streets. Your daughter can get it too in these streets. I don't care how much you love your children. Once they leave that house, they need to know they're nothing in this world without the love that they got inside that household. Because the streets ain't gonna love them. Yeah, the streets don't care about none of y'all kids. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that little nigga ain't shit either. Once he walk out that house and walk into the wrong hood or community, that little nigga ain't shit either. And this is the reality. This is not to deter what their value is, because let me tell you something. I don't care if you call your son King, you call your daughter Lexus, royalty. Step out there on that black top. Step out there on that black top. Yeah, that little nigga ain't shit. Yeah, he ain't no better than anybody else. But in that household, he might be somebody. He's going to be somebody. You not working 2 jobs just so your son could wear the motherfucking big ass afro with these baby dreadlocks that stink and wearing Nike fleeces and got a Glock with a 17 round shot in it and run around here saying he a grown man, but he ain't paying no bills. Y'all raising kids to not even pay no bills. Y'all friends with these kids. They get attitudes and call you bro. Yeah, I know I sparked the plug. Yeah, wait a minute, nigga. That's my nigga call me bro, and I'm calling him bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you like that male presence in the house. Yeah, so you let them call you bro. Better stop that shit, because these kids go get older and they not coming to wipe your ass when you get older. You let her get it. These little girls that's being raised now, your mama not coming to stand over here with us. No, be a man. Put her in a convalescent home. Yeah, convalescent home's finna get full. Because you know why? He want to keep that little vagina. Yeah. Hey, mama, I love you, baby. I'll come see you every day. But she said no. So you gotta go. Yeah, they playing games. The women that was being brought up in this 2010 and whatever this, they mamas had already told them, you don't need no man. What? A man's job is to provide for you and you only. You don't have to do nothing for him. If he wants you, he give you everything and he be glad that he giving it to you. That's how they being raised. And then they out here cheating, and these mamas are not telling these little boys, baby, these girls, they got options now. They got social media. You're not acting right, she'll leave you. And now he want to go hurt the young girl because he don't know what heartbreak feel like. He don't know about betrayal from a woman. He don't know what that looks like. So he act out because his mama never taught him that what Chris Brown say, these girls ain't loyal. I mean, say, you know, they love you. But nah, man, that's another day, another story, man. Let's get back to this content. Shout out to the 416 people on the live. Like, hype, and subscribe if you rocking with me, man. Let's go.
What's up, man? How you doing, bro? You good, Pops? Let me figure it out. Right here. That's how we would have did it. Like that. That's how we would have did it. Right here. Gotta get these. Where you go? Keep doing it. All that stuff, all the talk, bubble up. Yeah. Stop all this right here. Really, we should make the high water. That's next. That's next. Right here. But right here, let's be shut down. Let's all get in here. Nigga disrespect the house. Nigga gotta get it at the house. Then, whatever else happens, you must respect it. And I don't need nothing else to happen. I want to have it right here. And then we get to the bottom, Brody.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That, hey, Black Sam, boy, a businessman. Don't get it confused. Y'all heard what he said, man. You disrespect the house, you got to get it at the house. Since y'all want to act like y'all some Neanderthals, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, you go get it right here. That's some nasty work, man. Shout out to Black Sam, man. He is a multi-millionaire, still out there front lining it like his brother would have did. Let's go.
This is what we here for. Exactly. This is what we here for, bro. Black Sam. What Black Sam at? This is what we here for, cuz. We here for this. We not here for none of that other bullshit. If niggas got bullshit they want to take, niggas know how to deal with it. This is what we here for. This is what we here for. Neighborhood grit. Nigga, this is what we here for, nigga. My homeboy, nigga. Neighborhood Hussle, nigga. We're not here for no bullshit. This is what we here for, bro. Nigga, we here for this right here, nigga.
That's what they want. They want to touch shit. That's what they want. Pop, and we don't want to happen. Pop, go back inside. We can handle it.
Come back inside. That's 6-0 business. I'm behind the fence.
What? See, you the same nigga that's been cracking? Hey, come on.
What's on, man? Get it up. Close that gate. They ain't no homie. They just close that gate.
Close that gate.
Yeah, close that motherfucking gate.
All right, here's the turn. This doesn't feel like it's only about disrespect. It feels like ownership, and not just ownership of a business, ownership of a legacy. When a community figure becomes a symbol, everybody wants to claim proximity. I was there. I helped. I'm the reason. I should be included. I should be paid. I should be respected. And if Black Sam's standing there as the family voice, that automatically puts him in the crosshairs of every outside expectation. So if someone walks up with that energy, say my name, show me love, put me on, validate me, and Sam isn't giving it, that can flip a moment from celebration to confrontation. And in a parking lot / area like that, confrontation spreads like fire because too many people are around, too many cameras, too many egos. Now, I'm going to say this carefully. I'm not saying the people in the clip are who the internet says they are. I'm saying the internet is framing it that way, and that framing changes the temperature. Which leads to the next question. Why does this corner keep attracting the same kind of energy? Let's be real. That area has become a magnet. Not just because of Nipsey, but because it's a known place where people can show up and be seen. And when a place becomes known for being the spot, it gets two types of visitors. People coming with love. People coming to insert themselves. That's where the drama comes from. Because in that parking lot vibe,
So a lot of people, man, let me tell y'all something, bro. If you hear gunshots and you don't get Chicken Little, bro, you don't get low on that flow, bro, you don't value your life. You know what I'm saying? And I seen people capitalize trying to make, little memes about Black Sam just getting in position, just waiting till the gunfire be done. He is a multi-millionaire. He got too much to lose to be sitting up there trying to poke his chest out and act like bullets don't got no names. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bullets, hey, don't care who it hit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't seen killers get low when niggas start shooting and they don't got no gun on them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let's just exit that out though, bro. I seen all the comments and man, they got him ducking and he better duck. He supposed to duck. What kind of shit is that? Niggas be acting like they made out of steel out here. Come on, gang. Let's go.
Not dealing with a private family moment. You're dealing with a public stage. And on a public stage, somebody always wants to steal the mic. So when the city makes it Nipsey, Hussle Square, it's beautiful. But it also adds gasoline to the attention. Now everybody's got a reason to pull up. Let me get my flick. Let me go live. Let me press him. Let me prove something. Let me show I'm connected. And that brings us to the part that always gets messy, the rumor machine. Because the second this clip drops, the internet starts writing a movie. Now I'm going to separate fact from noise. What we can see, a heated argument, raised voices, multiple people involved, a moment that looks like it could escalate. What the internet adds, motives, names, gang labels. He did this because, they did that because, a whole storyline. So here's how we handle it like grown-ups. If someone online claims this was about money, that's unverified unless somebody involved confirms it. If someone claims this was about who runs the block, that's unverified. If someone claims this is because of old internal politics, that might be possible, but still unverified. What I'll say is this. The reason these rumors stick is because they match the pattern. And the pattern is, whenever Nipsey's name becomes the headline, somebody tries to attach themselves to it. So the clip becomes a symbol, not just of a disagreement, but of how complicated it is to protect a legacy in public. And now we land on the big question you asked me. Is it wise for Black Sam to even be around like this? Here's the honest answer. It's understandable why he shows up, but it's also risky how public it is. Because
now, that was the $1 million question. Jeopardizing and putting itself in the line of fire. You got to ask yourself, what would Nip do? You see what I'm saying? What did Nip represent? Yeah, they have the accolades, the accomplishments. But what would Nip do? Nip could have took his story anywhere in the world, but he took it right there, front and center. You see what I'm saying? With everything he got going on and trying to continue the legacy, I honestly believe that Marathon Burger is going to be multi-million-dollar franchise. I'm talking hundreds of $1 million within the next 10 years. You're going to see Marathon Burger Store, New York, Las Vegas, Miami, Chicago, Detroit, New Jersey. You're going to see it all over. Mark my word. They already got 3 stores, and they it just made a year anniversary. Within the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be a major franchise food chain. Make no doubt about it. This is the man that's going to lead his family into wealth, ultra, and, when he go, I believe either Cross or his daughter will be running the show. You see what I'm saying? That marathon will continue. Their legacy is written in stone. It's already written in the universe. They the ones that's going to make it out. We're talking about hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. Absolutely. Without a doubt. So do you ask yourself, is Nip bigger than the program? I think he proved it. Nobody get a section named after him for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Everybody who spoke ill will, you got to realize there's going to be people who hate you for fine reasons. They will find a reason to hate you. Oh, man, I don't like the way you said that, man. But you know what? The world liked the way I said it. But you don't like the way I said it because you got some envy in your heart. Let me tell you something, man, about being a street nigga. When you come from the streets, you play ball like everybody else, and then you make a name for yourself, it don't matter how people feel. You're going to always be who you always was. And this is the thing. When people can't control you, they try to control how other people view you. Listen to me. It's for all the YNs out there. That's let me tell you something. A lot of y'all gonna make it to the top. Y'all don't know it yet. God got a special calling for some of y'all that have that mentality to make it out. Working on your craft every day. Every day you wake up and you do what you do to make you who you are repetitively, you're going to make it out. See what I'm saying? You do it every day. It becomes second nature to you. You're going to make it out. And the people that you came up with is going to feel like, shit, nigga, you ain't hanging with me no more. You don't come around here no more. And they might feel a certain type of way, but then when people ask, they be like, yeah, I fuck with them or I fuck with her. I'm just speaking just in advance, man. I want us to grow, bro. I want people to evolve, homie. I want to see people actually make it out. You go back and watch all the clips of young niggas coming up in the hood. They be like, shit, man, I ain't gonna be here forever. I'm gonna go get me an education. You ask any gangbanger what you want to do with your life. I guarantee you it's not go just be gangbanging. You know, when you 40 and 50 some years old, it's impossible for you to be a gangbanger. That means you have to be committing crimes. I'm not talking about just hanging with the homeboys. I'm talking about, nigga, you ain't out there robbing shit. Nigga representing the set. Nigga going to war. You ain't shooting out. Ain't no shootouts and drive. You're not doing that anymore. You see what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, what you gonna tell the old self? Shit, nigga, I'm 48 years old. Nigga, I go to jail now. It's over. You see what I'm saying? I got these kids that depend on me. You know, so you gotta ask yourself, man, what you want to do with the rest of your life, though? You see what I'm saying? And 9 out of 10, if it don't involve, you know, where you come from, niggas ain't gonna be feeling that shit anyway. You see what I'm saying? The streets is always gonna be what it is. But we're not telling these young niggas to go get a job. We're not helping them fill out no job applications. We're not teaching them no trades. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you know what I'm saying? You know what I think is cool though? I like the niggas that be in car clubs and motorcycle clubs and shit because that give them something else outside of gangbanging. Because if you you hang around the motorcycle niggas, don't bring that gangbanging shit into this clubhouse. You leave that shit outside. But when you inside here, it could be Bloods and Crips and all that shit. Y'all all brothers. That's a unity that I could really respect. You know, the streets might not like that shit, but I like that shit. Cause I think shit, some of you young niggas out here, go get your motorcycle. Go hang with some old niggas who got a job or something. Nigga. They working at the railroads. They working at the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? They doing construction. These dudes is making $100,000 a year. You see them jumping on their Harley, pulling up and, you know what I'm saying, playing that Earth, Wind and Fire and, you know, Bobby Womack and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they getting them young girls too. Yeah, nigga, $100,000 a year, motorcycle. Yeah, that little young, he got a little chain for a little strange thing. Yeah, go hang around them niggas. Stop hanging around niggas that don't got nothing but a Glock in they pocket. These niggas got a $1,000 phone and a Glock with no bankroll in their pocket. So I'm saying, trying to go knock something down for free. Go hang around the motorcycle. Them the coolest niggas. I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all some game. Nigga, go hang around them niggas. Shit, you know what I'm saying? The nigga get drunk, another nigga say, man, take this $100. Nigga be like, shit, $300-$400. Yeah, go flip that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go get around some shit that got something going on, man. Your time is your currency. Your energy is your currency. Let's go.
Grief doesn't stop responsibility. If you're the family, you can't just disappear forever. People will say you abandoned it. But if you show up too open, too accessible, too unprotected, people will test you. And that's what it looks like in this clip. A test. So what's the smart play? Not never come around, but control the environment. Because random pull-ups, open parking lot energy, and big crowds, that's unpredictable. And when you mix unpredictable crowds with emotional days, you get moments like this. Now here's a twist a lot of people won't admit. Sometimes the family being present actually prevents worse outcomes. Because when the real family is visible, it makes it harder for outsiders to hijack the story. So the real answer is balance. Show up, but show up smart. And after the Long Beach incident near the Marathon Burger event, the pressure on show up smart just got even heavier. This is bigger than one argument, because now the narrative is stacking. A historic dedication day, a public confrontation clip, a separate headline out of Long Beach the next day. And to the internet, it all blurs together into one sentence. Every time something good happens, something bad happens. That's the emotional story people are going to believe, unless it's corrected. And that's why this clip matters, because perception becomes reality online. If viewers feel like the Marathon brand is surrounded by chaos, they start treating it like a reality show instead of a legacy. And that's dangerous, not just for business, for safety, for the family, for the community. So the next move.
Yeah, Sirski. All right, gang, that's about my time, man. We got to get up out of here, man. Hey, like, hype, and subscribe, man. If y'all get a chance, man, follow me on Twitch. I just changed my Twitch name from big_Nina Boy to Nina Boy TV. I made it plain and simple. People said they couldn't find me on Twitch. All you got to do now is type in Nina Boy TV, and I'm on Switch, man. Come thug with me, man. I'll see y'all over there, man. I appreciate everybody. Pull up to the live, but do me a favor, man. It's about 392 of y'all. Man, hey, drop something in the comment section, man. Show a nigga some love, man. Let me know y'all fucking with me. And yeah, man, I'm gonna return the favor. Let's go.